Welcome to a new episode of Middle East Insights. Everyone remembers the statement by the Israeli army regarding the injuries sustained by the commander of the northern region in Israel, along with the commander of the central region. This situation led to a single question: why is the commander of the central region present in the north? It is not only because there is a crisis in the command of the northern region, but also because now all support comes from the center or from the central command, which oversees Beit Lid, the base that was bombed today. Geographically, Beit Lid falls under the jurisdiction of the Israeli Central Command. Additionally, this base is primarily used by the 98th Paratroopers Brigade, and also by the Nahal Brigade. Mentioning Nahal immediately brings to mind the 162nd Division, which is currently fighting in Gaza, particularly in Jabalia. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, activate the notification bell to stay updated, and share. Thank you. This raises the question, why was this area bombed and why this specific cooperation? When everyone recalls April 24th on that day, the Israeli army withdrew the Nahal Brigade from its battles in Gaza to prepare it for an assault on Rafah. Shortly afterward, Nahal proved to be a breakthrough force. The ongoing exercises now are aimed at preparing Nahal and the paratroopers to recreate a breakthrough scenario like Rafah. This makes it critical to focus on the bombing of Nahal training camps and paratroopers in Beit Lid. The main objective is to disrupt these exercises aimed at creating breakthroughs into cities, as Nahal played a key role in the Rafah assault. The same method is now being employed to penetrate heavily fortified cities in southern Lebanon, where the resistance is strong. The battles of Qiyam and Mis el-Jabal, where the Israeli army failed, are reminders of the challenges faced in the eastern areas, which are still being hit by rocket fire today. This leads to the central question: why was Beit Lid specifically targeted? This point is crucial, as the current military efforts are directed at urban breakthrough operations with the Nahal and paratroopers working in tandem, similar to the Rafah scenario, intended to be repeated in southern Lebanon. The strategic silence of Israel regarding the 9/45 strike is significant. The silence was deliberate to avoid exposing the resistance's awareness of Israeli plans, especially those involving the paratroopers and Nahal infantry. A second key point is the importance of these training camps as they serve as testing grounds for military strategies. When it is said that Nahal infantry is being prepared alongside the paratroopers, it has major implications for military planning on both sides. The video footage also confirmed the impact of advanced missiles, which raised questions about whether the strike aimed to target positions in the West Bank. Mentioning Beit Lid brings us close to the West Bank. The central question here is why this strike occurred and its wider implications, especially since the Central Command is being used for operations in southern Lebanon, aiming to establish new breakthrough scenarios modeled on Rafah. This strike caused significant disruption, particularly within the Central Command's coordination with the Northern Command. Moreover, the U.S. advisors assisting in these military tactics add another layer of complexity. The secrecy surrounding their involvement, especially after media coverage, underscores the strategic implications. The presence of these advisors on Israeli soil and the risks they face raise questions about the red lines that have now been crossed. The involvement of American advisors in training at the Beit Lid camp has further heightened the sensitivity. There were explicit American requests for silence and non-disclosure after the strike. The attack sent a clear message that the Americans, as direct participants in these plans, are also targets. This has strategic implications, as crossing this red line could pave the way for direct Iranian strikes. This overall context has diminished the effectiveness of using American advisors as a shield against targeting. The message from Iran and Hezbollah is clear. American involvement on Israeli soil, whether in the Negev or the central regions, is no longer a deterrent. Israel's use of American advisors as human shields is now ineffective. This message was reinforced by Khamenei, emphasizing that the U.S. presence is irrelevant to resistance calculations. The strike on Beit Lid, which injured a third individual in the camp, underscores the severe, sensitive, and precise nature of these attacks. It not only disrupted military planning but also sent a message to all involved parties. In essence, Hezbollah's main goal was to completely disrupt these new preparations for urban warfare scenarios involving elite infantry and paratroopers. This development has become a pivotal focus in this highly sensitive stage. Thank you, and goodbye.